faith, love, openness, willingness.
New Thought Media Network is on the rise. We're looking to grow with you. Do you have technical media experience or perhaps a desire to learn? Are you willing to volunteer your precious time and attention? We share this message to benefit all. If you possess a computer with a camera and a microphone, we will share our knowledge with you. Behind the scenes or being the star, let us bless our one. Contact us at info@ntmedia.org.
You're in the flow with Rev Skip. Hello, everyone, and welcome to In the Flow with Rev Skip. I am Rev Skip. And when you're in the flow, you got to have faith that your transformation can happen. Love yourself through every step of the journey. Be open and willing to have a new experience. And I welcome you into this spiritual zone. So grateful to be here on the New Thought Media Network. And I'm just so grateful to be able to do what I do. We are celebrating life. Happy Earth Day was yesterday, but every day should be Earth Day. So celebrating here. We're celebrating our Mother Earth, and I just welcome you into this space. Like I always do, I want to have a conversation with my brother, Diego, co-producer Diego.
Good morning, Godling. How are you on this happy Friday?
See, that's that radio voice that you got, brother.
Oh, thank you. Hey, tell
I
us.
love it. I love it.
What has he won?
How you doing,
I always
man?
wanted to be a game show host.
Yeah. How you doing, brother?
Well, I think if I was any better, I'd be you.
That's an old line that Keely Beckwith used to say to me. How you doing? So if I being better, I be you. And
that's where I got it from. Yeah, I knew
used to
that
say
I got it from somewhere. Yeah, everything I say, I picked up from somebody else.
Words of wisdom. I want to kind of, because I'm always being honest on the show, and I'm always talking about what I've learned and what I'm, going through. And I just want to share with you, this has been a very challenging week for me. It brought up a lot of old hurts and feelings around seeing Derek Chauvin being, found guilty.
Yeah.
It's been a rough week, and it was a time that my friends wanted to celebrate, and I'm going, this is not a time to celebrate. This is not a time to celebrate because this is the beginning of justice, and hopefully it's going to carry on. I had an insight, Diego. I was talking to one of my clients. We were walking, and he owns stores in Beverly Hills, and he was ready to board up the stores. And I said, isn't it interesting how we're preparing for the outcome to be as it is, right, to find innocence, that it's going to be a uprising.
Right.
That's what's the preparation. But why are we not preparing for justice to be done? And so where are we preparing? It was kind of and Diego, the other thing was that Michaela Bryant, 16-year-old girl, was shot that day in Ohio. And yes, it was, everyone says it's problematic. She was wielding a knife. But what's problematic is that the end result is always the first result is to shoot Black people down the streets. So I'm here in the flow. I'm just being honest of what I'm feeling. But I feel better now that I'm here with you, brother.
Well, I appreciate sharing consciousness with you, and
thank you.
Definitely, I'm what's the word I'm looking for? I'm relating.
You're right there with me.
I'm relating with what you're feeling for sure.
I know you're relating because we wouldn't be doing this show together if you were relating with me. And this is the great thing I love about this. If people don't know about Diego, he's a co-producer and producer for many of the shows that come out on this network. And we want just to appreciate you, my brother, and thank God for you. You're just the light to allow me to do what I do. I have been having some movement on the T-shirt and hoodie line that I created.
Really?
This morning on the live event.
More.
This morning on the live event, we sold 9 hoodies and T-shirts. And it was just a beautiful thing. I'm wearing one. This is the absolute In the Flow official hoodie as of right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm changing this logo that will say on the very top, In the Flow. It will be In the Flow. And that's going to be our official hoodies. And part of the proceeds from the official hoodies and T-shirt for In the Flow will be going to helping the New Thought Media Network.
Oh, what a blessing!
Thank you,
to
and
us,
I think everyone was supporting.
A blessing to you, a blessing to everybody who gets to look at it out there.
That's it. It's a blessing.
We're all about uplifting the spirit.
My guest today, longtime buddy, friend, brother, who's helped me through a lot of dark times in my life. We'll talk about that later on. Really, truly a brother. And he got online with me this morning. He goes, "How you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm trying." And I caught myself and I said, "Nope. Let me say what I am. I am living the dream. And I am living the dream doing what I'm doing. So I'm not trying. I'm living."
And might I say you're doing it well.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. We'll catch you at the end of the show. Thank you, Diego. I love you so much, man. Thank you so much. And now it's time for our Wellness Wake Up with Rev Skip. So our Wellness Wake Up today is about our consciousness. It's about our mindset. And we see the words right in front of us. We see wellness. We see emotional. We see healthy. We see culture. We see men, women. We see financial wellness. We see social change. We see prevention. So these words, what do they really speak to you when you look at these words? And I want you to choose one today that you can work on, that you can be better at. So when we talk about wellness, it is a journey. And I decided in the show that I would do a wellness wake up. As a fitness professional, I still teach fitness and I still teach yoga and I still talk about wellness and I do wellness, corporate wellness for different companies. But my whole focus about wellness, it is a journey. And so we choose one thing that we're going to work on this week. And I can tell you right now is financial wellness. So as I'm looking for a home, I'm looking to purchase a home now. I'm looking at my budget. I'm looking at how much will go to the mortgage and how much is going to go to this and this and this. So that's a part of our wellness wake up is what are you going to work on this week? It is a journey. And understand that transformation is gradual, but it's lasting. So I invite you to really work on something this week in your wellness wake up. Awesome. So let's talk about our quotable ponder today. Our quotable ponder comes from Fannie Lou Hamer. And this is one of her famous quotes. And I love this quote. It inspires me. Sometimes it seems like to tell the truth today is to run the risk of being killed. Let's think about that. But if I fall, I'll fall 5 feet, 4 inches forward in the fight for freedom. I'm not backing off. Let's take a moment. Let's breathe that in today. So this challenge that we are experiencing of social activism, of spiritual activism, of civil rights, it can be very tiring. We can lose the wherewithal and the energy to keep going forward. but we have to. We have to. This is not just for me. It's not just for my nephew or my niece. It's for everyone. It's for the generations behind me. The work we do today is going to affect generations after us. We can't give up. We have to keep falling forward and understand that you are not alone in your fight for freedom. You are not alone in your spiritual activism. Stand up. I got you. I'm with you. I'll walk side by side with you. And what is yours to do? You'll know. You'll know. Not everyone's called to be on the front lines, but we can be on the front lines in prayer. We can hold space for those who are doing this work. We can post on our social media justice. We can keep it simple. And I was been saying this for the last week on live events. We're just going to keep it simple. Stop gunning us down in the streets. That's real simple. And that's how I'm feeling today. So have the freedom to speak your words. And yes, we do have, sometimes we go through fear, but truth be told that you are not alone. You are with allies and people who are willing to stand up with you. So blessings, everyone. All right. So I'm just real excited about my guest. My guest is a longtime brother of mine. I say this, I don't call a lot of people brothers, but I do want to call this person my brother. This person has seen me through some really dark times in my life. And you're that brother that will check in on you, just like give you a call or a text or show up in your office when you are a manager in a place that you probably don't want to be in. And they come into your office and saying, I got you. Made a difference in my life. For over 20 years, Coach KJ has been in grinding. And I love that word, grinding. That means he's been working the fitness game. He is a celebrity trainer. He works on conditioning and he has conditioning workouts, strength training. Have you ever seen the brother throw a kettlebell? Oh my goodness. And that hammer in the promo, it's like, I'm scared, but not really. Coach KJ has helped hundreds of people to understand this transformation that you're having of the body. There is something that's within you that's inspiring you to keep on going. I'm really excited about this brother coming on right now because I got questions to ask him because I know I got to get back in my fitness routine, but it really hasn't left me. But I'm working on some things right now I'm going to talk to him about. But I'm so grateful to have Coach KJ, Kenny Johnson, in the house. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Hey,
what's
brother.
going on? How are you?
Oh, I'm living the dream, especially now because you're online with me. I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream. Yes.
You are. Yes, you are.
I got to do this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. How's that birthday, brother? How's that birthday?
I'm giant, baby. I'm living giant. It was grand.
Was it grand?
It was grand. It was great. It was great. You know?
Yeah.
Just, I got out of the place where you say, oh, it's just another year. No, it was another year.
It was another year.
You know, it's how, even just a little bit of words that we say, it's just how you say it.
Yes.
You know,
your wife surprised you.
Man, let me tell you something. For almost 25 minutes, nonstop crying.
Oh my goodness.
And it started with you. I was like, this one here. I am just, and you know, we have this idea in our head. Man cry. Yeah.
Let me hold it back.
You gotta make your eyes big and hold it back. That's what happened. That's what happened. It was great.
The great thing when Kenyatta texted me and said, you're getting this because you are special in Kenny's life, and would you just do a video for him? And I was the first one like, heck yeah, I'm gonna do this right now. And I just spoke from my heart, how much you meant to me, because there was a time that was very dark, and you know what I was going through, and I was just trying to gain my legs again, and I was in a new place. I had been transferred into Equinox in South Bay, and I was trying to find my way, and it was moments we would have that would keep me going and doing what I knew I was called to do.
Mm-hmm.
Powerful.
I have nothing to say after that. Are we done now?
No, I'm trying to get.
That was powerful enough. Are we done?
I'm trying to get that man cry out of you. I'm trying to get the man cry out of you.
You did that already. We're good. We've already shared that moment.
Oh my goodness! People don't know. Maybe some people might know. Back in the day, we did a podcast called "Better Than Yesterday" or "Better Than Yesterday." We used to say because we used to say, "How are you?" I'm better than yesterday. Yeah, but not as good as I'm going to be tomorrow.
That's right.
That was our tagline for our podcast. Yep. I loved having those honest brother to brother conversations with you. It was a deep heart to heart brother experience, and I just love that about you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Okay, all right. Like I said, can't go now. Too many accolades. I'm good now. I'm out the door.
Okay, you done. So, Circle of Love. Thank you, Wayne. Wayne's one of our friends of the show, and he said Circle of Love. I love that. So I want to ask you, how you living, man? How you living?
I am doing fabulous.
Yeah.
I am doing fabulous. One of the things I have to say, especially going through the last year, which was quite entertaining. That's the way I'm going to frame it. It was quite entertaining.
Okay.
It still is entertaining. Is therapy is wonderful.
I love that. I love the honesty of that.
Yeah. It started off one thing, but it's grown into these different arms and legs, and there's things that you're not connected with, and you're like trying to figure out, and you just kind of get to the root of everything, and you realize there's things that you haven't done in your life or why you're stuck in one place, and it might be just that one little thing, and you're like, oh my God.
That one little thing. What was that one little thing this pandemic has taught you? This entertaining time. I've been called the sacred reset. What was that one little thing that you can give a nugget that you learned about yourself?
I learned how to accept my role and responsibility for everything I've done, but I never learned how to pat myself on the back and say I'm still an okay person.
Ooh. Wow.
You can do all the road work to say, you know what? I own this. I own that. I own this. I own that. I'm apologizing here. I'm apologizing there. But do you ever at the end of that say, you know what though? That's what happened. This is who I am, and I'm a good person. How often do we ever say that? We don't.
Because we were taught not to, brother. You and I have similar upbringings and things that we have dealt with in our life. I was really taught, and just what I've learned how that I was not worthy and how I beat myself up. And I still do that today. I still catch myself beating myself up. And you're right. Pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back.
That's why we're still alive. That's why we're still doing what we're doing, So you get caught up in the age, you get caught into the journey. Why am I not here? You see people, that they're doing unbelievable work. And you're like, I taught that guy or I helped that guy. But you're not taking the moment to just say, I'm here and I'm here for it.
Get out my head, man. Get out my head.
Yeah.
Get out my head.
I'm here. And we have to go through certain levels of journey to get here. So that way we can be okay. So that way we can do what we're doing. It's never too late. The moment you stop learning is the moment you're dead.
I had the same experience. I'm watching all these fitness apps that are coming up now, and not coming up, but things, the big ones. And I'm watching people who I taught how to cycle, and now they are cycling stars. And I'm going, I had that thought too, was like, well, I taught y'all how to cycle. And then I shift that to God bless you. I am so grateful you're doing so well. I got to get it out of my head of what I don't have and celebrate what they do have.
Yeah. I give you one. I did a promo and did some workouts for this fitness product. And I'm not right now, I've taken kind of a little sabbatical from social media, but they brought in somebody else to do the exact same thing, different manner, different way he trains, but he's become their promo guy. And overall, and I was just like this, man, I thought wait a minute, slow down. Old Kenny was like, but I thought they were still going to use me. New me is like, you know what? That's his lane. That's not
his
my
lane.
lane. That's
Yeah.
not my lane. That's not even the direction I'm going in. I'm glad I can jumpstart them. I'm glad he asked me, you know, what should I do? And then he jumped in it. That's what he does. I'm not going that direction. And I'm like, kudos for him. That's my dude. You need to use him. Work him to death. He's good for it.
It's a powerful moment where you have that realization. Me and my whole thing of, because I was vetted to be on a couple of these apps and on a couple of places wanted me to be. And I was like, okay, so good thing I wasn't, because my body just wasn't, especially during the pandemic. I was still healing from back surgeries and knee stuff. But check this out. I realized that that's not my lane. And what is my lane? And I was already on Insight Timer, an incredible meditation app, and that was my lane. That is where God wanted me to be. And that blew up when I was in, here's where Spirit is asking me to be. The other thing too is, the company that I don't know if you're still working for them. I'm still working for Equinox, and I'm going to go and teach a couple classes for them, and that's it. I love Equinox. I want to get back into the one-on-one, but they asked me recently 2 times to come in on the app to do healing work, to do sound baths. All my lane, I'm going, Spirit, I don't believe this. I'm doing healing work on a app for Equinox. That's my lane.
Yeah.
It was very, very powerful.
And you brought it in versus trying to be out to all.
Yes.
You brought it in and you stayed one. You know exactly what your why is.
Yes, I
You're
love that.
Very, very connected to your why. You're not looking for your why. You're living in your why.
Oh, see, you're already in that yes moment. You're already preaching. I love that, brother. I love that about you. But you know what? I want to ask you a question. This is a big, broad question. You can go anywhere you want with this. But who are you, my brother? Who are you?
I am an agent for efficiency and change.
Wait a minute, say that again, please. Say that again.
I am an agent for efficiency and change and transformation.
Yes.
I'm not walking ahead of you. I'm not walking behind you. I'm just narrowing the path. Wow. One person at a time. Ooh. That's what I do.
Oh my goodness. So explain to our listeners and our viewers, what do you do? What do you do?
Right now, I am still doing a lot of one-to-one personal training. The pandemic has actually made my life a lot easier, believe it or not. Less training, more in-home work. And that has been a blessing for me to come home, be with my wife more, to do the things I love doing, like cycling. But I've been on this journey of how exactly I want to work, develop, and be with men and help them through their process, especially over 40, because it's like that. What's going on in my life? I'm in the middle of the road. I haven't. We got to have, not what do I have? I got to have, and I'm going to be in that have. And I'm starting to cultivate that. And it all comes down to one thing and one thing only. And this is what I have been working on, and now I am in it. It comes down to communication.
Ooh, say that again, brother, please.
It comes down to communication. Listen, if you need to lose weight, how are you communicating to your body? What's the talk you have into yourself? If you are having problems in your relationship with your wife, your husband, whomever, how are you talking to them? What's the language that you're using? How is it resonating with you? Are you talking to them or are you talking at them? If you have problems with money, how are you talking to your money? What's your communication to your money? What's your communication to everything in life? Everything. What's the self-talk you're having with yourself? You know?
Powerful. I can tell you right now, I'm calling myself out here. I know that since this reset, the sacred reset, that, I'm still doing the work that I do. I'm doing my yoga. I'm doing my cycling. I'm doing all that. And I know where I can kind of tweak it a little bit. But that self-talk to the belly, it's just a little bit more rounder. And I'm 57. I'm 57. So it's a little bit rounder here, but it's not where most people go, Skip. Really, I know what I normally look like. And there's also something about 57. It's that my body is changing gracefully and I'm still doing what I'm doing. But my 20-year-old skinny jeans, I don't want to be in my 20-year-old skinny jeans anymore, right?
You don't want to do that. But also,
yes.
How are you having that talk with yourself of saying, I am great right now. I just want a few more candles on this cake.
Hey.
This cake is great. I just want a few more candles. I just want a few more candles on it. That's all.
And is it a vegan carrot cake? Remember, right? This guy. Remember our conversation about vegan?
Are you green? Are you green yet?
Wait a minute, hold it. Let me take a sip of my green drink, please.
Let me have my coffee and egg whites.
I love that. I love that about you. I love your honesty. I love your approach to this. It is all about self-talk. And in this place of self-talk, and I always leave this very broad because I think awakening is something that happens within you that you realize there's more to life than what you've been running for. What was your awakening? What was that moment you woke up and you say, I got to help people, or whatever you said? What was that awakening? And some people call it spiritual awakening. I call it getting woke. What was your moment that you got woke?
I was 26, 27. And I was selling custom men's clothes, and I was trying to sell the pastor of my church in Atlanta at the time. And we were having lunch, and I said, trying to sell him shirts at one point. And he said, son, now mind you, I'm gonna let you know, this man, 6'7", like just huge, monster hands, just a big guy, but his discernment and his energy was amazing. He said, son, what do you want to do with your life? And I'm like, trying to sell you some shirts. He said, no. Where are you going? What do you want to do? And I said, I've been interested in personal training. And he said, that is your ministry. That is your discernment. That is how you're going to change people's lives. Mind you, went right into a man cry. Got to pull it together because he got me. And I said, I don't have the income to pay for the certification yet. I have the information, but I can't. He said, it's okay, just do it. And I said, but I got it. He said, no, it's okay, just do it. So this is how my day went. I to make it real short. I took the test, called the company, passed the test, did not have the money until, let's say it was a Friday I took the test, found out I passed the test on a Monday, got fired from my job, had a check from a client, an outside client that I was selling clothes to outside of the company I was working for, paid for that, was in a gym on the next Friday. I got fired from my job on a Wednesday, was in a gym that following Friday. By Sunday, I'd already picked up 3 clients.
Wow. So this is something that very important, what you're pointing out. Change and transformation is a journey, but it can be instantaneous when you say yes. It was like, I feel like what I'm hearing is that you just said yes, and you didn't have to make anything. It just happened.
It's a leap. It's definitely a leap.
You were in the flow, brother. You're in the flow.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yes. That's right. I love that. I love that. So if someone wanted to shift their outside, what is a motivation? I'm always inside job, but that motivation, people are trying to get off the couch and put down the Ben's and Jerry. And the Ben's and Jerry, I call it Ben's and Jerry because I don't eat it, but it's Ben's and Jerry's. You know, it's Ben's and it's theirs. What is that one thing to get them going?
I will always say this, and it might be, what's the word I'm looking for? It might be a little broad, but it can be narrowed dramatically. You really need to know why you want to get there. I mean, outside of fitting into clothes, like, okay, you want to fit into clothes, but why you want to fit into those clothes? Because I'll look better when I go out. Well, why do you want to look better when you go out? Well, I want to go out so I can meet somebody. Well, why do you want to go out and meet somebody? Because I'm lonely. Mm-hmm. It might come out to that I'm lonely or I need. So basically, you are living in this shallow space. You need to get to why you're really, really needing to lose that weight or get off the couch or get moving, or I have health problems, or, you know, I don't want to go back to the doctor. I want to get off of medication. You have to find out exactly why. And if it takes 4 or 5 whys, whatever it takes to get to that bottom line, because it has to touch you. You have to be moved by it. You have to, in sales, there's a phrase, it's called criers are buyers. If you are not crying for the reason why you're not where you are, then you haven't figured it out yet. You got a little further to go. You're still going to be on the couch, or it's going to be easy to go right back to the couch because you're not respecting the process and the journey, because you won't have any respect for the process. You have nothing into the game. Yes.
Hey, Diego, can we bring up Coach KJ's website? I want people to see this brother is not playing. Look at that face. It's like, I see you looking at me going, Skip, why? That's a why? And I see that. I love this image. This is inspiring to me. It's like, you can do it, man. And this is like real time stuff. You can do this. Yeah. I love this picture. I love. Thank you, Diego. I love that. I love your website. So we also talk about purpose here at the show. So your purpose, and you already said that you are an agent for change. Dude, I know that's your purpose, but to you, what is purpose? What is purpose to you?
So many things. But I think the biggest thing about purpose is, what purpose are you here to serve everyone else, the masses, the loved ones, the ones that you don't love? How can you spread love to them? How can you extend yourself beyond just you? Because it's got to be more than just you. Ooh. It has to be more than just you. We are all selfish beings. We're created that way. We're not perfect beings. We're supposed to be imperfect. We're supposed to enjoy the imperfections. That's what makes us better.
Yes.
You got to love them. So find purpose. Defining purpose is great, but your purpose has so much more to offer to others to help them be better, to be something or find something. Sometimes you have to be the nuance in somebody's life and give them that purpose to be better. Sometimes we're just going to be vessels. Right. We're just not going to fit, but we can become a vessel of change for them in some avenue. That, you know what? I need to get my fat. You know what? Because he told me about myself, and I don't like me some me, but I'm like me some me because I'm still here to like me some me.
And isn't that a process, though, to like me? It's a learning process. It's something that you don't get to in one workout going, ta-da, like me. No, yo.
How many people, especially women, and I say women because they deal much more internal stuff than sometimes even we do, because we can easily shove things off.
Yeah.
But how many people, period, can get in front of the mirror, strip naked, and say, I love you just the way you are? How many people can do that? I guarantee you at least 5% maybe.
So you're talking about unconditional love for yourself. Because I've already been honest on the show. Why am I going to stop? If I strip naked in front of me, the first thing goes to my flow area. I'm gonna call it the flow. But I do the work around this. But you know what? I'm divine and I got it going on, and that requires my self-talk.
Yes.
But to initially step in front of a mirror some days and go, "Oh, I love you. I love you, God being," that's a practice. That's a process and a practice. Process and a practice. How's your wife? You know, she is one of, and if you don't know, his wife's name is Kenyetta. So we have Kenneth or Kenny and Kenyetta. That was a divine orchestration of bringing you together, brother, with your wife Kenyetta's name. Oh,
yeah. And you know our power of 13.
What?
I'm April 13th,
yeah,
born in 73.
Yeah.
She's July 13th, born in 73.
What?
We were both born on a Friday in 1973. We met on March 13th in 2010, and we got married on March 13th, 2013.
See, you just broke down that old paradigm that unlucky 13 for you. 13 was divine and beautiful.
It's going somewhere. It's going somewhere. I don't know where.
The only reason why I bring up, this divine sister, because I love her so much, and she's just one of the most beautiful women I've ever met. What have you learned about relationships in the middle of the sacred reset?
Communication is king.
Yeah, your communication.
I go right back to the communication. We go right back to the communication. It has been paramount. The tough talks are not as tough as you think they are.
Yeah.
When you have them. If you're not having them, it's just a whole bunch of junk going on. And then you create, it's this little bitty nugget, but you create a whole bunch of junk going on and wrapped around it. Next thing you know, you're like, what in the world? And then it gets worse and it spews out and manifests in other ways.
Yes.
When you could have just had this conversation and cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase. I really thought about the both of you as I'm walking to this home I'm looking at right now, and we put the offer in, and I'm looking at the bathroom and going, this is going to be something that we're going to work on. I remember when you were working on your bathroom in your home, and I would see your wife coming in those steps to go work out, and I go, how you doing? She goes, that bathroom. And I go, you still there? But it was so much grace, so much love, so much. And when it was done, I saw, and I go, that's what it means to own your space and create something new. And from then on, you were part of the inspiration of me wanting to own my own space again.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. So thank you for inspiring me. Thank you, Kenyetta, for inspiring me. for me being Rev Skip. so this is the part in the show that we love. I love this part. It's called the Yes Moment. And Yes stands for you expressing spirit. And that is an acronym I use for my teachings and for my books. You expressing spirit. And this is the time that I get to step back and allow you to motivate and inspire. So this is our Yes Moment, everyone. This is Coach KJ Johnson.
The yes moment is we're all giants, all of us. We just have to realize how big the prints we leave, and how you're leaving them. Sometimes we think we're stepping small. You're always stepping big. You just have to own how big you are and live in it and be in it. And be okay with it. But at the same time, realize how big you are and don't press down too hard. Don't push too hard. But also know how big those steps are. They're magnificently huge. Wow. All of us are giants.
Wow.
That's why I wore the sweatshirt for you today.
Hey, I saw that sweatshirt. I'm going. So I'm gonna have to send you a Flow sweatshirt. You're gonna have to send me the Giants sweatshirt.
Well, this is Andre the Giant, but I bought it because I was like, oh, it just resonated with me. You know what I mean? So
I love it. I love this, and I love you, my brother. Thank you so much for being a guest on the show, but an inspiration in my life and an inspiration to this world. You are a giant. You're a giant, and you are making such a difference on this planet. I am so proud of you, and I'm so grateful to call you friend and brother. Thank you.
Brother, I love you.
Thank you. So I love you too. Hey, everyone, this is great because I can't wait to re-listen to this and just to know that this will be going out and the podcast is now available on Spotify, soon to be on Apple Podcasts, just to record. We're just pulling the audio from what we did. We're putting out as a podcast. iHeartRadio's coming. It's going to be on Pandora. So we set it up on transistor.fm, who's carrying a lot of our shows here, a lot of our podcasts from the New Thought Media Network. You can listen to, and I love listening to these episodes again in my car when I'm just doing housework or whatever, and I learn from my guests again. So look for it where you listen to your podcast. It's In the Flow with Rev Skip. You can see my picture up there. It's a microphone. You'll know. So just get that podcast. Also, please follow Coach KJ. You can follow Coach KJ. Do we have his banner up, or do we have his website? I know it's Coach. There it is. Coach KJ on .com. And also, which I have a little bit of handle envy. What's that handle envy? Coach KJ knows, or KJ? What is that, Kenny? What is that?
Coach IG, Coach KJ knows.
How we know you know?
Because I don't know everything, but I'm always right.
Oh!
The great Muhammad Ali. The great Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
I don't know everything, but I'm always right.
Instagram
and what I know.
And you have a great Facebook group as well. I'm a part of your Facebook group. I follow you doing what you're taking a little sabbatical from social media, and I believe that we all need to do that. I honor that, and I know when you hit the game again, it's going to be some inspiration coming our way. And remember, everyone, you can follow me. You can follow me at Rev Skip Jennings all over the place. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I got one handle. It is Coach. Oh, I was so George. No. Sorry. It is Rev Skip Jennings. And if you would like to donate to our New Thought Media Network, because we are doing some work here, you can donate New Thought Media Network. Can we bring that up one more time, Diego? Because I'm trying to remember all this. I know you can donate to me. PayPal is skip@skipjennings.com. PayPal, but donate on the media. You can go to ntmedia.org/donate to support this ministry, because we are a ministry and we are doing some great work. So please support that. And you can take me home and you don't have to cook me breakfast. You can go to my website and find out about my newsletter that comes out every other week. You can find out about the little book for big transformation. That's my new book that's on Amazon, Audible, and also digital and paperback. Voices of Unity is unityonlineradio.org, and I do a show on Tuesdays with Faith Rivera, great singer, Emmy Award winner singer, and Dr. Reverend Jackie Fernandez, and that's on Tuesdays as well. But go to my website, skipjennings.com, find out everything you need to know about Rev Skip and what we're doing. And also shout out to Shop Rev Skip. I have a team that's putting some things together and some new stuff that's coming out. We have the Black collection. We have the Chakra collection, and all goes to a donation. You help create a space that works for everyone. And soon that's coming. It's a Pride collection for our Pride season, and also the summer collection. We're working on that as we tank tops, y'all, and V-necks. Y'all been emailing me going, well, where's the V-necks? Where's the tank tops? They're coming. They're coming. So I am just so grateful for all that. Diego, I think that's it. I think we are good. We got all the announcements in. And everyone, just remember, transformation is a choice, and you can choose today. Thank you, Coach KJ. I love you, brother. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We will see you next week. Peace.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode of In the Flow. If you enjoyed this programming, please help us spread this joy. Be sure and give this video a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. New Thought Media Network can be found on Facebook or our YouTube channel. Additional contributions are greatly appreciated at ntmedia.org/donate or find Rev Skip on PayPal and Venmo. Tune in on Fridays, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 Mountain, when Rev Skip welcomes a new guest. Until then, faith, love, openness, and willingness keeps us in the